Welcome everyone. Dr. Mandell here with you. Something that really anyone addresses. The cool air, the cool breeze, the fan, the real cold draft, particularly when you're sleeping. Now this is a big thing with people who wake up with stiff neck, tight neck, torticollis, wry neck pain, problems behind the skull, something that is quite common. I just want to go over a few things with you. Realize that when you sleep, you, as well as myself and many, sweat. And therefore, when we sweat, we may have the covers on us. We start to sweat, and then we start to kind of pull the covers away from us when we're sleeping, and we're wet, and we get this cold draft. So now you got perspiration or sweat on the surface of the skin with cold air hitting that. It kind of acts like an ice pack. So the vessels start to constrict, the muscles start to contract. And while we're sleeping, we have a tendency to turn our head in certain positions with a tight muscle. Therefore, we can pull the muscle, causing this stiff neck. Now, let's just show you right here. This is the old sternocleidomastoid, this muscle right here, as well as the upper trap muscles, the most common muscles that are affected with this particular condition. As the SCM contracts, this big thick muscle, it pulls the head over, called torticollis or wry neck. And when you get up, you may notice that you can't turn your head, or it's kind of falling off to the side. Very, very painful. When these muscles contract, you affect nerves under the skull. It can affect headaches behind the eyes. The bottom line is pain, discomfort. So I want you to understand that when you're sleeping, it is important not to have that heavy draft. I can tell you, patients after patients, reading many blogs, you'll see that people will complain they woke up with a stiff neck and never had a problem. Using the same pillows they've always used, but possibly it was hot outside, the air conditioner was blowing on them, the fan was directly blowing on them. I recommend if you use a fan, put it upwards, put it off to the side. It will still circulate in the room. If you have a fan above you, you maybe turn it in the opposite counterclockwise position to let the air go upwards instead of downwards. I understand that it feels good to have air blowing on you, but when you're not conscious and you notice that this draft is hitting that muscle and you're tending to have this contracture of the muscle, you may even have an underlying disc problem, an underlying arthritic problem, and the muscles are very sensitive. Everyone's different. No, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to destruct your neck. It's not going to cause permanent problems, but it can cause pain and spasm. So I hope that is something that you would keep in mind. So what I would do potentially is to use something to cover the neck up, maybe wear something that's not going to expose your skin. A lot of people like, keeping the covers over them, but I think the most important thing is not to blow the cold air directly on the surface, because the muscles contract, and when they contract, they shorten, and then when you start moving your neck when you're sleeping, you can pull the muscle, and it can cause a lot of pain and distress. I ask you to subscribe to my channel. Check out my channel, Motivational Doc. Great self-help videos, lots of cutting-edge nutrition. Give me a big like here, as well as Motivational Doc on Facebook. I just want to say blessings to everyone out there, and thank you so much for tuning in and listening to this video. We'll be with you real soon. Bye-bye now.